watching TW at midnight. And for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm TW Blanken. I'm the host of T&J Rock and Metal Talk. And today we are going to be talking about bands that should have been part of the Big Four, which I know there'll be some strong opinions on this one. And I invite you to weigh in on the comments. Let me know what you guys think. But I'm going to tell you the band that I think straight off the bat should be in that conversation. As a matter of fact, I think they're way better than maybe even Metallica. I mean, musically, maybe they're not right there with Megadeth. Well, maybe they are, because the band I'm getting ready to talk about is phenomenal musicians. And that would be the guitarist, Mr. Alex Skolnick, and the singer, Chuck Billy. Other guitarist, Eric Peterson, the drummer and the bass player. I think they've had a couple come in and out. I think they're back to the originals, though. But Testament is one of those bands that is, I mean, each album has gotten better. But I think when I was turned on to them was around the album of The New Order. It had The Preacher, Disciples of the Watch. They had an instrumental on there. I think it was called the Dirge or something like that. It blows like Call of Cthulhu away. The Testament has always been one of those bands that every time I hear them, I'm like, this band is great. Why aren't they a part of the Big Four? I mean, the one that I don't, the band that I'm not sure belongs on the Big Four is, I mean, I'm not saying that they're not good. Obviously, they're good, or they wouldn't have been signed to a record label. But I just don't hold them up there with Metallica, Slayer, and Megadeth. Anthrax, I don't know. I just haven't been into them that much. Although their last two albums, at least, especially Worship Music, was a great album. Their earlier albums didn't hold water for me, though. So another band that I think could really be on there is probably Exodus. You know, Kirk Hammett's, I think he was one of the founding members of Exodus. And then also a band that you don't hear a whole lot of is out of Canada. And oh my gosh, it eludes me right now, the name of them. I can't believe I forgot the name of them. It doesn't matter because I was going to do this video on Testament anyway. I'll think of the name here after a bit. But that's how unknown they was. There's another one called Malaya Rage, I think it is. They were an awesome thrash band. Suicidal Tendencies comes to mind. I'd like to hear y'all's opinions on who you think should have been, or even if they bumped it up to the Big Five. You know, because a lot of people will hate my opinion that Anthrax maybe shouldn't have been in there. There's Death Angel. They was great back in the day. Annihilator from Canada. That was a great band. I mean, I didn't even know about them. I just got turned on to them here within the last year, maybe. And I said, this has got to be a new band. Even their sound, even today, holds up for the production of today's music. And we're talking about old albums. Their older albums, when you put them on today, sounds like a new band. I was blown away when I heard it. Annihilator. If you ain't heard of them, check them out. Awesome band. But the one that I think, if they was going to knock Anthrax out and put one in, is Testament. Alex Skolnick is a beast on the guitar. I mean, they got the Into the Pit, Disciples of the Watch, The Preacher, Trial by Fire. Oh my gosh. And then they go on to, I think the album before that, because that was, man, they had it's either The Legacy, I think. That might have even been their name before Testament. But anyway, they had Souls of Black. They had Practice What You Preach. They've got newer albums now. I think one of them's called Native something. I'm not real big on their new stuff, although that's what made me think of them again, because I was checking out some of their new stuff off the charts. Testament is one of those bands that has just gotten better with age. Unlike some, well, see, I'm not going to knock Metallica because Metallica has always tried new things, and everybody's called them sellouts, which I don't understand. They just got older. They wanted to try new stuff. All of it hasn't been good. Saint Anger, I just threw it out the window as soon as I got it. I hated that album. Well, I couldn't fault them for trying new things, but that's the way that the metal community is. Metal fans are very passionate about their music, and a lot of them are crybabies. That being said, though, the reason they're like that is because they love their music and they hold it dear to their heart. So I'd like to hear y'all's opinions on who you think should be in the Big Four, or if there's a Big Five, or even a Big Ten. I'd like to hear who you guys think should be in that conversation. I know the night that Metallica played in New York City, shortly after they got there, my light fell down here, but that's all right. We'll get it going. But shortly after they got there, they done a show with Anthrax, and the other band that was there was Raven. I believe they were from England though, but they were part of that thrash movement, and so they could easily be in there. There was a lot of bands from that time that could have easily been in the conversation of the Big Four. So Testament is why I done this video though. That's my pick. Testament is incredible band. I really don't understand why the Anthrax made it into that and Testament didn't. So with that being said, I think that this video is over. Peace out, y'all. Hey, make sure you watch the rest of our videos. Subscribe to the channel. Watch the rest of our videos. T&J Rock and Metal Talk. I'm TW on the show. I'm a wild character on the show. Usually because I've had a little bit of something to help me out with the, maybe some liquor, something like that. We won't talk about anything else. But peace out, guys.